What's up? It's Matt.
And Willow.
And we're watching 86 episode 13. It's too late.
Oh gosh. What are we too late for?
It's too late to apologize.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's actually too late? I would have thought this would have been the title of last episode, and I would have been like, it's too late to shave. Save Shin. Maybe they shaved him, I don't know. In the lab. But he was in the lab. He's in another nation.
Yeah.
The Republic of
Giad.
Giad.
I don't know how to say it. Yeah, and he got, all of them got like adopted by
the president.
Ernst.
Yeah. Who, like, I can't tell if I don't trust him because he's a politician or because he's actually not trustworthy. He seems fine.
Yeah.
And he has the Empress? Princess?
Oh, I was gonna actually
the old royalty
show you this from another episode.
Huh?
I might cut this out, but she was in this one. Remember when Shin? This guy. Yeah, but it actually showed her.
Interesting. I didn't realize that either. Okay. Yikes.
But yeah, I'll probably cut that out. But
yeah,
it showed her in the part with the Legion guy.
Yeah, with the
like,
mortars. The mortar guys a couple episodes ago. Okay.
But yeah, they referred to. I think Ernst referred to her as the Empress. But
yeah,
that part referred to Princess.
Yeah,
and showed her.
They're like the government that they overthrew.
Who?
Like, so her government, like when there was an empress.
Oh, that the Legion overthrew.
They built the Legion.
Yeah,
the Legion fucked them up, and now the Republic has.
I thought you were saying the Republic overthrew. Which
no, they kind of like
said something about that.
Came in, yeah. But
I think the Republic formed from the remnants of the taken over.
That's my understanding as well. So
yeah.
Interesting. So she might end up being a key to beating the Legion if the main Legion guy cares about her or something. But I don't really know why else he would have her. And Lena is sort of getting some support. And everything.
Yeah, she's a new squad. She's got some people.
Yeah, there's like people starting to listen to her. She's like in her revolutionary bag, which is cool.
Yeah.
So I love that for her. I don't really know where her story's going, other than maybe she's gonna reunite with the squad, but. And we're going to fight the Legion together.
Yeah.
I don't know. Still, a lot's not clear.
Let's get into it.
Heck yeah. Oh, the Festival of the Holy Grail. It's Christmas! It's interesting that she has the same, like, red eyes as Shin, too.
Yeah. Working the normal job is weird to see.
Whoa. I had to do like a double take a little bit. Interesting. They all have different jobs. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh. It's crazy seeing them just live. Oh my gosh, this is like making me emotional. Cooking class. Oh. Yeah, he's so cool. Oh my gosh, the girls love him.
He's got unspoken riz, as the kids say.
He does have unspoken riz. He's seen war. That's Eugene. Oh, she's here too. This is so cute.
Yeah, Shin's on a Christmas hangout. Who
I
could have seen this
know.
coming? Shin have money.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I assume they what's this race gave him some
Oh, she's burning. She just loves Christmas. Oh no, she loves snow. Bro can just pick up fridges. That's good. Did she dye her hair? Oh my gosh.
No, it's just dark, I think.
Oh. I see. It's kind of like the shadow.
Yeah.
Interesting. He's found friends. Draws alone. Oh.
Oh shoot.
She's making friends. Kind of seems like nobody's really making friends. They're having trouble fitting in. That's understandable.
Yeah.
Oh man.
でもそれは分かっていてこのまま残り続けるのは辛い死んだのだから帰りたいんだ
Oh.
だから
Yikes.
私たちの死神
Oh my god.
どうか私たちも助けてくれないか
Yikes.
Yeah, that's so freaky.
Oh my god, him holding the gun and not having the gun in his hand is crazy. Oh, the military. Oh shit, he's gonna be in the squad. We're gonna get him in the squad.
Do you think it's interesting how they went from like when they were adventuring, like showing like how Corinna never went to school and stuff like that, and then
Yeah.
having them trying to fit into society, but like I don't know. They highlighted how messed up their lives were before this, like
Yeah.
and how they don't really have any normal society standard or
know.
whatever.
Oh man.
私だけじゃ手が足りなくてはいはいあと誰か呼ぶシンなら暇してるかなし
Oh, that's interesting.
まったく便利だよねこれわざわざ持ち運ばないといけないし徹底ないし
That does seem like a Shin move.
そういえばシン
Yeah.
スカーフと拳銃を返して欲しがってたっけね
I feel like they can't just give Shin a gun.
That makes sense.
みんなに
Yeah.
とどめを刺してあげた拳銃だものね言い換えれば引き止められてるってことよお兄さんを撃つって目的があったからシン君はとどまっていられたのかもしれないそれをなくしてしまって
That seems pretty accurate.
Yeah. Well, he's drawing all
アンチ
the
はどうなの
logos,
あの戦
the
場で
cat.
死ぬはずだったのが
Yeah.
こうやって生き延びてさシン出てよ
Oh, they got like big boys.
Yeah. These ones are way fancier than the
I know.
ones we had.
Oh, interesting. Oh, we're down.
どうした
バイデンお帰りなのじゃ
テレザはじゃあ
私お腹中
She's funny.
I know she's funny. Hell yeah.
はいはい
シンへは料理が苦手か
苦手ってわけじゃねえんだろうけどななんだよ戦う以外は
なるほどの
He doesn't care and it shows is a crazy way to talk about someone's cooking. I kind of love that.
お前なんで知ってるんだシンの兄貴のこと
Oh.
皆さんありがとうございま
Oh.
すどうせ暇だったし
This is so interesting. Like, not like a ton to like really react to outwardly,
Yeah.
but like it's so interesting seeing them all adjust. I like that we're giving time to this.
Yeah. I think we talked about it like in the earlier episodes, even if they like earned their freedom too, how hard it would be to like readjust when they've been on a battlefield since they were kids too. So I don't know. I really like that they're spending time with that.
That's kind of crazy to say we belong on the battlefield.
Yeah.
But like, I get it. I mean, that's like... This is so interesting too, because they also like, they chose it, but they also were forced to fight because they were sent to camps.
Yeah.
So like, it's crazy like how they've kind of like... They're both kind of like reclaiming it for themselves, but also it's really sad because they got forced to feel like this.
Yeah, and I can
Oh my
completely understand where Ernst is trying to like not have them do that. So,
Yeah.
because it's like you want to like show them a different way of life and have them accept,
and they're
like,
kids to him. Like
Yeah.
to him, it's like go let the other people fight. Like
But it's also like I don't know. You wouldn't want them to like trap them and force them to
Yeah.
try and fit into the society that I don't know.
yeah, I'm convinced Earth is not a shit.
Yeah.
Oh sure, okay. Fair enough. You gotta learn how their military works. Girl, aren't you 12? Holy shit. She kind of wild.
Yeah. So this coming from the girl who needed the stuffed animal.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, she's just locked in for it. Wait, she did? Wait, she did that or her family did that?
I think it's like she was maybe the next in line, but she's probably like
Yeah.
3.
It was probably like her parents.
Like it makes me think of like Joffrey, or not Joffrey. Well, a little bit Joffrey, but the other one, Tommen.
Yeah. Yeah, that is also true. The Republic are the ones that fucked you up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it wasn't even you, girl. What? Girl, aren't you 12? Your knights go. Oh. Oh. What the fuck? Are you not 12?
What?
Is she?
Yeah, she's like 12.
Oh my
What-
lord,
wait,
dude.
What made you think she was?
I just feel like she really like she got serious. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I would not send her.
Well, they're just going to training right now.
I guess that's true. Interesting.
Yeah.
So we didn't even see Lena.
No.
And honestly, this was a more laid back episode.
Yeah. This was really focusing on them, reintegrating into society and
Yeah.
yeah.
This kind of reminded me of like I think it was maybe episode like 3, like early on, like episode 2, 3, where like there was some fighting, but like the majority of the episode would be like Lena talking to them when they're all at camp, kind of a thing. Like some
Yeah.
of the slower, more really, really good. I think they're kind of doing the perfect amount of like last episode they were talking about wanting to join the military.
Mm-hmm.
But if this episode they were just immediately joining the military, like
It wouldn't have made sense.
it wouldn't have made sense, and it would have like felt really fast.
Yeah, or at least it maybe would have made sense, but it wouldn't have spent the time that it like needed to like really, I don't know,
Yeah,
delve into the complexity of that like decision
yeah,
and also how other people view it. Like I think Ernst is like a really good character to have in this mixed because it's
Yeah.
like I think his like opinion as an adult and what they've been through is like very valid and like wanting to help them and like the way
Oh,
he's
for
going
sure.
about it I think is like very reasonable, but like I don't know,
Yeah. And it's also one of those things like you can't like I mean, I don't know. I've never been to war kind of thing, but like when people are in these kind of insane situations of like oppression, but also fighting, like even if you're just a soldier who enlists in the military, you're not like being forced to fight or anything, but like there's so many stories from wars past and wars present where like they come back and you have a really hard time integrating back into society, and like yeah, you can have PTSD and like really struggle with stuff like that on a mental level, but you can also just have like kind of the basic issues that they're having here where it's like even if they're not like suffering constantly, you know what I mean, like they just don't really know like what to do with themselves. Like so I don't know, I'm glad that we got an episode to spend time on that and see what they're all doing. I thought it was really cute to kind of see what jobs and things they fell into and how they're like sort of not fitting in, but they could have a life after this. Like I don't know.
Yeah, adds on top that like that not only were they only like on the battlefield, but they also towards the end at least knew that they were just going to die. Like they were like not even like they had already accepted that they were pretty much going to die and that there was no future. So like even just that concept is like foreign to them. And it didn't really show it with all of them, but just the like one scene of Shin with like looking at the people and like that shows he clearly is still fucked up or like has
and they're not stuff. It's not that they're not like fucked up by it. Like there was a lot of little things like when like Karana sees the tank and like the walker thing like Reinhard like doing the pilot right. Sorry,
that's from ReZero. If you're not watching ReZero with us, yeah, it's a different character.
Yeah, but like there was so many like really good little subtle moments. There was even like this really tiny one that struck me of like Theo like kind of seemed like he wasn't like I know it was just kind of starting to draw, but it felt like it meaningful that he was sitting in the house and he like didn't really know what to draw. Like he has to kind of be like out in the world. Like I don't know.
I liked the one where I think it was him and Anju together, and it was
that was
like
great.
There was when the walker stepped or whatever, it like cut really quickly, like kind of like how they would do a lot of the cuts earlier in the show. And like I know there was one where like Lena would drop a bull and then it would cut really quickly to like the battlefield and explosion. Like it almost felt like when it was like stepping down, like it was gonna do that. Like it gave me the feeling kind of like that it was like they
the same way
that they were jumping like mentally into the battlefield.
That's a good
like,
point.
Nothing really happened. It just like shot to them looking.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. It gave me that same feeling of like, oh, they hear the step. They're immediately in like battle mode.
Yeah. I think we've said this before about this show, but like on some of these smaller episodes, like honestly, I don't even have like too much more to say reaction wise, but like even if this show is not always the most like, oh my God, mind blowing, like every single episode, like everything's a cliffhanger, everything's super action packed, like the story it's telling so well, and I just feel like these episodes really like you could watch it on a surface level and just kind of be like, oh, okay, that was kind of a slow episode, like of course they're going to go back to the battlefield kind of a thing, but like I just feel like there's so much, like I can't wait to rewatch the show at some point and just like spend time with some of these episodes more, like, and we're already doing that. I'm glad that we're spending the time with it, but like it reminds, I feel like I keep saying that the show reminds me of Free Run, which I wasn't expecting, but like in the sense
like a mix
that
of Free Run and Attack on Titan.
Yeah, a little bit, where it really reward like those little moments like you were talking about, and like there was like little things with the glass, like there's just like little things throughout the show that like, oh my gosh, they're really paying attention to like every single detail and like making it, I don't know, like I don't know what I'm saying, but like it spends really deep craftsmanship, I guess, with the show, and I think
a lot of attention to detail, a lot of stuff like
that.
I think what I was kind of trying to say earlier, but I got lost on another point, but like I think this show spends time with things that other shows might kind of like have but don't really like.
I agree.
Like like even Attack on Titan, like it has a crazy plot, so like I understand that they kind of like brush past some of this stuff, but like I don't know, they like another show similar wouldn't have a full episode about like how the war impacted like reintegrating into regular show. Like, it really spends the time on all of those like real things that are like important and like occur in these situations, that like a show that is a little bit more focused on like the action or other things, even if all these things are still present, it doesn't necessarily sit with that kind of stuff.
And I think maybe that's even part of what I was getting at a little bit, or like not what I was getting at, but I think that relates back where like you get different things out of every show, which like is obvious, but like I think Attack on Titan can convey some of the same messages, but they're like, okay, we have one scene to show how like Connie's feeling, like
exactly,
like we have one scene to show how John's feeling, and like they'll sprinkle it in, and it has to be like hit really hard, where like they could, if they wanted to, I'm sure, given the quality of like something like Attack on Titan, like draw it out, but it would disrupt the pacing of all the action and the mystery too much, where like this show is designed to take that time, and I really appreciate that about it. I think it makes it really, like, it's really worth watching, even if it's like a little less crazy than something like Attack on Titan. So yeah, and now we're gonna get into like probably like the real plot. I was like a tiny bit jarred by the girl like being like, I can see your memories, I know exactly who I am, feel responsible for the Legion, I'm coming with you to training, my knight is in danger, save him. Like, that was kind of a lot at the end from the little girl who was just being a little girl the whole episode. It's not like a problem, but I feel like I'm slightly like, I don't feel fully like attached to her and her plot yet.
I get where you're coming from. I think one thing you actually mentioned too, with like, so she has the same eyes as Shin, and Shin kind of has power. They mentioned that that's where they even got the parade device from.
Oh my god, that's true. Wait, so maybe he's related to the
potentially.
Oh, I don't know why I got halfway there.
Well, yeah, you just kind of I
trailed off.
I definitely didn't get there the first time I was watching. If I'm not saying it is something,
no, but it seems like it could be.
But like when you remember that Shin kind of has a similar like power, I feel like it is a little bit less jarring.
That's true.
I also don't know. I kind of take the way she talks and stuff too as like, oh, she was like royalty before. I don't know.
Like her bloodline is responsible, not that she did.
Well, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like just the way she like articulates and says things. And,
she probably had like formal.
But like she's also still a 12-year-old, and I actually think they do a good job of like she's almost like
fair.
She is trying to be a princess that is in charge, or an empress that is in charge, but she is just a 12-year-old at heart. I also think it's really interesting. Like, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's like they talk about Shin's purpose and the whole thing, like what was driving him was his brother, and how they probably would have lost him. And she's basically saying like, okay, here is brother 2.0.
Yeah, here's like, my purpose. Yeah, here's something to fight for.
And now Shin has potentially another purpose of doing this, but whether that's like a good or a bad thing for Shin,
it's probably like a bad thing for Shin.
Yeah, but it just like throws him right back into the mix of things.
That is super interesting, and that's interesting too, because he was spending so much time with her this episode, and like he really was the one who kind of had the most connection with her, and especially maybe if they're blood related. I didn't think about that, but that's interesting. Yeah, I think that you bring up a good point there too, because like I think if she had acted like this and then halfway through like at the start of the episode and then had been like, but I also want the teddy bear, it might have even been less dry. I think it was just that it was at the end of the episode, like we kind of got a lot of lore and like, and here's the setup for the next arc.
I think that's part of it too, is they just wanted to, like, they didn't need to sit with her giving this explanation as much as they did need to sit with them going into the world. Like, I think it was better to just like, here's all this. Now we're gonna get more into it.
It almost a tiny bit felt like, hey, we know this episode was slow. This is what's coming next. Like a little bit. And again, it wasn't like bad, but I think I'll feel fine about her going forward. But I think like I'm excited to become a little more invested in her character and her plot and learn more about this knight, because we don't really know anything about him. And I think that'll be pretty cool over the next couple episodes. So
we also might get Eugene as a character.
Eugene. I thought he was cool. It's cool to have like someone from here and maybe be part of the squad, and like maybe he's going into officer school too or something. Like, so I'm excited for a couple new characters too, and maybe how he like interacts with Shin.
Also, like, I think he potentially is a good like Ernst is really nice, but he definitely can't connect to like their life at all.
Yeah.
And like they mentioned that Eugene was poor and couldn't go to school. Like obviously his circumstances are still very different than being forced to do
but
the 86
he's the
thing,
same
but
age. He's gone through some hardship. Like
Yeah.
he's fighting for someone. Like he might be able to fit in a little more, which is cool.
yeah, and like actually have someone from the agent, or what was it called, Republic,
Yeah.
whatever, Federal, yeah, He-
Federacy.
whatever it is, he
Yeah.
can connect with them more than like someone like Ernst could.
True.
But yeah, I don't have anything else to say.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Really beautiful episode. Really cool. Excited to see what happens next. A little bit of a slower one, but it was really good. I think it was worth taking the time on everything. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys for the next one
Yeah.
when
peace
they're
out.
becoming officers.
Oh yeah. Sweet.